everyone, I'm your female otaku and I'm here to review chapter 25 of DeadTube. 2 days in a row. OMG, the translators are on fire. Thank you for pacing yourselves and getting these chapters out really fast. Thank you so much. It is amazing. So as we dive into our next arc, and remember in the previous review I said how I wanted to learn more about DeadTube itself instead of focusing on the challenge. Well, we're not focusing on the challenge itself, which is cool, but instead of focusing on DeadTube itself, we're actually focusing on Mashiro Mai's past. So I'm really happy with that, actually. I'm glad that we're learning more about Mashiro Mai, because as we know, Tagoma said that Mashiro was the first one to post a video on DeadTube, and we found out that at the time the theme was something around family, something like that, and Mashiro decided to kill her family, and her sister, I believe her sister helped record it or something like her. Her sister had some sort of involvement in it, and we didn't really get to see a clear picture of step-by-step of everything that went down, but before the whole killing spree happened, Mashiro and her sister, they were talking about beautiful things, and Mashiro, she was really into, death and things like that, and her sister's just like, well, that's creepy, but then Mashiro's just like, I think it's beautiful. And then they had a nice family picture, everything was all good. But then we see the next frame, there's a blonde lady, and she said that she's not involved anymore or something like that, like she's not doing this anymore or whatever. And then we see her dad as well being like, why are you doing this? And we also have her sister there, and Mashiro was upset that she didn't film beautifully or something like that. So I'm a little confused as to what exactly went down. I'm not too sure if we're going to get to dive into exactly step by step of what happened, but I'm just glad that we got something. Actually, we do learn a little bit more about DeadTube, and that is the whole VIP thing, because when Machiya was going to check out Mashiro's first video, the first video ever uploaded to DeadTube, he couldn't. It was only restricted to VIP. So now we know about this whole VIP thing of DeadTube, and Machiya wasn't able to find out how you become a VIP. So he was planning on asking Mashiro, but ended up forgetting later on. As for the theme this week, it is 15-second videos. Normally what people have been doing is that they do like a hidden camera and catch something like really funny or like a prank or whatever. And we see that this one person uploaded a disturbing video of him slowly crushing a bug for 15 seconds, which is pretty gross. It's not something I would watch, so that's why the likes to dislikes ratio isn't very high. But what will Machiya film for 15 seconds? I'm actually surprised that they're just going straight in and working on the next film for DeadTube, because with this small little thing, there's like no exact theme except 15-second films. I didn't think that they would care to participate, but I don't know, it's whatever. Other stuff that happened in this chapter was that in the beginning, Hane decided to bring the money over to Akari's parents as kind of like her, fulfilling her dying wish, somewhat like that. And so when they went over to Akari's house, her mother, she does not care. She hates Akari, and she knows that Akari hates her, or at least believes that Akari hates her. And the mom was just like, well, I mean, if you're here to just give me money, I'll be happy to take that. And then Mashiro stepped up and whacked the woman and was about to kill her, but Machio was all like, no, stop. We're here to deliver the money, because that's what Akari wanted, so here, take the money. And then they all left. And Machio was just like, Machio, why did you stop me? And Machia said, because this is a killing outside of DeadTube, therefore it would be a crime. And I'm just like, Machia, don't try to add your morals in it now. You're way in too deep to this whole situation to suddenly bring out your morals now, honestly. Just, I know that with killing and everything, it's okay as long as you're doing it in DeadTube. But the thing is that Machia's still trying to add in some, or at least believe that he's still normal by bringing out his morals and stuff into play here. And I'm just like, Machia, it's too late. We know you're a messed up kid. Besides, at the end of the chapter, Hane asks Mashiro how she knew or met Machiya in the first place, because Mashiro first approached Machiya. So how did she know about Machiya in the first place? And then the last couple of frames there, we have Mashiro seeing Machiya take a picture of a dead bird and smiling. Now, it's normal for little kids to surround dead birds. I was one of them. However, I did never, no little kid really surrounds a gruesomely torn up bird with the guts spilling out and it being all bloody or everything like that. No, little kids don't do that. We don't smile or anything like that. What me and my neighborhood pals used to do when we saw a dead bird, which was normally just flattened really or crushed, sorry, that was a little gruesome about that, sorry about that. We would have a mini funeral and bury it in one of each other's backyards and create a little rip tombstone, which was really just a rock. We just put a rock over the grave. But no, we did not do what Machiya did. So I'm really interested to find out in the whole first encounter between Mashiro and Machiya. Catch later as I review Nanatsu no Taizai and live react to Mob Psycho 100. I'm your female otaku, sayonara.